Hello children, today we will be learning something about the poem The Caromandel Fishers by Sarojini Naidu. So I request all of you to please turn to page number 91. So before we learn something about the poem, first of all let us try to know who is Sarojini Naidu. So Sarojini Naidu was born in Bengali Hindu family at Hyderabad and was educated in Cambridge, London. She was an Indian activist and a poetess. She was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi, and her poems were written for children, and her poems mostly praised the nature and her nation, that is India. Her poems are filled with patriotism, love, and death. She became the president of Indian National Congress and was the first woman to be appointed as governor of Uttar Pradesh. She is known as a Nightingale of India. So today we'll be learning on the Caromandel fishers. So it is a poem that focuses on the fishermen, and from here the poetess, that is Sarojini Naidu, wants to motivate or inspire the people through this poem to protest for freedom and work freely. So what we have to understand here is when she wrote this poem, India was still under the dominance of the British Empire. So because of that, through this poem she wanted to motivate the people to work for freedom. The poem consists of 3 stanzas having 4 lines each. In this poem, the poetess describes the life of the fisherman. The leader of the fishermen is giving a call to his comrades, that is his fellow friends who are fishermen as well, to start their work early in the morning. So Caromandel fisher, it refers to fishermen on the Caromandel coast of South India. Here it is a coast, the name of a coast is Caromandel, and it lies in the south of India. So it's talking about that Caromandel fishers. It refers to the coast that is Caromandel, which lies in South India. Please remember that. So in the first line, it reads, "Rise, brothers, rise." So here the fisherman calls the men to get ready to go to the sea. And here the awakening skies pray to the morning light. So the early morning sky here is compared to someone who's waking up from sleep. And when you keep on reading it, the leader awakens. You find that rise, brothers, rise. That means here the leader awakens the other fishermen that the sun has already risen. And when you read the second line again, come, and the wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn like a child that has cried all night. So here wind is referred to a child that is already asleep in the arms of dawn. And what is dawn? It is the first morning light before the sun comes up, before the sun is there up in the sky, but still then there is enough light for us to see things around us. So that is dawn. So here we find that the wind is being described as a child that lies in the arms of dawn in the first morning light, like a child that has cried all night. And what do you say, like a child that has cried all night? It means that the wind, through this we understand that the wind has been blowing throughout the night. So when morning comes, the wind is already tired and is asleep in the arms of the morning light. So that is what it means. And the third line of the first stanza, come, let us gather our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free. So here, come, let us gather again. Here the leader is giving out a call to his other fellow fishermen friends, saying, let us gather our fishing nets from the shore. And all of us know what shore is. So let us gather our fishing net from the shore and set our catamarans free, which means the catamarans here is like a boat that is usually used in the South India. So you have to refer to the net as well as to the picture that is being provided in page number 92. So here the leader of the fishermen is giving out a call to his other fellow friends, telling them that we need to go. So, and then here in the fourth line, to capture the leaping wealth of the tide, for we are the kings of the sea. And here to capture the leaping wealth, it is referred to the fishes that swims in the sea, the fishes in the sea. So here he is giving out a call, the leader is giving out a call to his other fellow friends to capture catch the fishes. And here, for we are the kings of the sea, which means they are the sons of the sea, because they are fishermen. So because of that, they refer to themselves as the king of the sea. So that is about the first stanza. In the second stanza, no longer delay, let us hasten away in the track of the seagull's call. So here, in this first stanza, in this second stanza, first line, the narrator hurried his friends because they should follow the seagull's call. And here, the seagull is a seabird that knows where the fishes are. So here we find that the leader of among the fishermen here. He is in a way trying to tell his other friends that they should hurry and that they should follow the track of the seagulls, the bird who knows where the fishes are. And in the second line, the sea is a mother, the cloud is a brother, the waves are our comrades all. So here it says that the sea is the mother, the cloud and waves are close to the fishermen, like a mother, brother and friends, so which signifies that they are closely bonded, saying that they are together and they are closely related. That is what the second line means. And in the third, what though we toss at the fall of the sun, where the hand of the sea god drives, he who, and in the fourth line, he who holds the storm by the hair will hide in his breast our lives. So here is talking about God, and here what though we toss at the fall of the sun. So here it's talking about what will happen if we fall. That's what it says, somewhat nearing to that meaning. So here, what will happen if we fall? But still nothing will happen, because here the God is the controller, the sea God is the controller of the sea, and that he who controls the storm by the hair, it beautifully illustrates the waves of the sea. It's being referred to the hair. So the waves of the sea, and after that the storm, it's referred to a hair. So here it says the God, the sea God, who controls everything, who controls the seas, the storm, the waves, everything, so will he also protect and guide us. And that's what the narrator is talking about. So that is all about the second stanza. And in the third stanza, let me just read out everything. Sweet is the shade of the cocoa nut glad. So here, cocoa nut. So this is an old spelling that was used for coconut. COCONUT. That is the new spelling, but during the old times, this was the real spelling for coconut. So it's pronounced as cocoa nut glad. And the scent of the mango grove. And sweet are the scents at the full o'er the moon, with the sound of the voices we love. But sweeter, O brothers, the kiss of the spray and the dance of the wild foam's glee. Row, brothers, row to the edge of the verge, where the low sky meets with the sea. So the third stanza states that the fisherman also loves the land, the shade of the coconut grove, the sweet smell of the mango grove, and sounds in the nature. But in third line, but sweeter, O brothers, the kiss of the spray and the dance of the wild foam's glee. So here, the third stanza, the third line, it in a way tells us that the sea, the waves of the sea and the foam, it is more appealing. That means it is for them, it is much more better. The sea is much more better for them as compared to the land. And the sun is setting. Here in the fourth line, row, O brothers, row to the edge of the verge, where the low sky meets with the sea. Here, so as the sun is setting, it is time to go back to the edge of the sea. That's what it means. So that is about the third stanza. So in conclusion, altogether, here I would want to say that the poetess Sarojini Naidu here celebrates the life of the fisherman, and through this poem we can also understand that she is indirectly in a way giving a message to the Indian people to arise and work towards their freedom struggle. So that is all about the Caromandel fishers. We can find that the poetess is talking about the fishermen celebrating their life, but indirectly there is a hidden message where she tries to inspire and motivate the Indian people in order to work hurriedly in order to gain freedom for the freedom struggle. So it's in a way motivating and inspiring the Indians to work, to keep on working for their freedom. So that is all about the Caromandel Fishers by Sarojini Naidu.